Hey my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we're going to be talking everything about dark under eye circles. I've been having this dark under eye circles for I don't know, for so many years, and I've tried several things in the past which hasn't really worked. It either creases my under eyes or just brings out even more blue or purple undertones from my under the eye area. So I recently discovered a very simple and easy way to hide all those under eye circles that you're having underneath your eyes, all those blue, purple, red undertones, whatever you have. So I hope this video is informative to you guys, and you guys get to take some tips and tricks home. This really helped you, or you thought this was not necessary, any comments, I would appreciate it. Before we even jump into the video, I have broken this entire process in 3 easy steps for you guys, so I'm just going to explain it before we even start the video. So the step number 1 is to use a under eye brightening cream, like a cream that has got lightening properties to it or lightening ingredients to it, like hydroxy acid or hydroquinone or vitamin K in it, or that has a reflective ingredients in it. That's gonna brighten up that under eye area, just calm that nerves down and just really brighten up that area. Step number 2 is using a color corrector that is based on your skin tone and your skin type. So if you are a skin tone like mine or paler than my skin tone, you can opt for peach or a light pink color corrector. If you're very porcelain pale kind of girl, go for a light pink, like a pink color corrector. But if you are my skin tone or fairer than me, use a peach color corrector. But your skin tone, if it is more onto the darker side, like a medium skin tone or leaning towards a tan or darker color skin tones, then you should be leaning towards a color corrector that has orange in it, orange color in it. And the step number 3 is using a foundation on top of the color corrector before using concealer. So I'll explain why I'm doing this just in a minute. A foundation on top of a concealer just helps to set that color corrector in place. It helps not to budge, and also it prevents the ashiness that you would get if you put a concealer on top of the color corrector directly. I have tried this in the past and it has left my under eye area very ashy and very powdery, like very white color. So without talking too much, I'm just going to jump right into the video and I'm just going to show you guys whatever I explained right now. Alright, so if you're interested in learning more, please keep watching. Just putting a disclaimer out there, you guys, whatever steps that I'm showing in this video is a kind of things that really help for me personally. So these are the tips and tricks that I worked on and it really worked for me. If it isn't really working for you, then I'm sorry, but give it a try. And if you have any other suggestions or a new trick that you recently found out, just leave that in the comment section below. That would be very much grateful for whoever watching this video or scrolling through the comments as well. Alright, so the first step we're going to do is actually taking a primer. The primer that I'm going to be using is this one called Smashbox. This is the photo finish foundation primer, and this is in the color green. So this is green for a reason, because it is very good in correcting the red spots and stuff like that that you might have on your skin. So what I recently discovered is I applied a little bit of primer underneath my eye. I'm not sure if I can really put a primer underneath my eye, like a face primer underneath my eye, but surprisingly this worked for me for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do half of my face first, so that you guys would have an idea of how my face is really, or how my under eyes are really covering up. So the color corrector I am using is a peach color corrector, and it is from Becca, and this is how it looks like. And I'm going to take that in my ring finger and apply the tiniest bit ever that I can apply underneath my eyes. A little bit, like a dot of that, and put that on top of my eyelid as well. So I did use this product in a few different ways, and this is the best way that I figured out is going to cancel all those blemishes. The first time I used the Becca or the color corrector, the peach color corrector, and then I did not put any foundation on top of it. I just went straight away with the concealer and then just a brightening powder on top. So when I did that, what happened is that it left an ashy kind of hue underneath my eye area, which looked a little bit weird and awkward. So I was like, I should try something else out. So that's when I figured out this idea by putting the Smashbox green color primer underneath my eye, on top of my eyelid and rest of my face, and then going on top of it with the Becca primer or the Becca color corrector. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on top with my favorite trusty foundation, which is this one from Too Faced, and this is called Born This Way. If you haven't tried this foundation yet, you guys, you gotta give this a try, because this gives the most finest skin-like finish, and this is so awesome. Like, this does not leave your face cakey at all. It's like a medium to full coverage foundation, but you can definitely build it up. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that, and so as you can already see, this side of my face looks a little bit more brighter, like the under eye area looks a little bit more brighter than this side of my face, which still has the dark under eye circles and uneven skin tone and stuff like that still going on. Now if you want, you can go again one more coat with this foundation, which I'm gonna do right now. Once I'm happy with how my foundation is looking, I'm gonna go ahead with the concealer. Now you can use any concealer of your choice, it doesn't really matter, but you gotta make sure that you should not be using a concealer that has obvious yellow or obvious peachy undertones to it that you can really see, because that's just gonna make those purple or under eye dark circles accentuate even more. So that's not gonna look pretty. You should be using a concealer that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone underneath your eye area, and a concealer that is similar to your shade or whatever your skin tone is on rest of your face, if you have to conceal any of your dark spots that you have on your face. So for my concealer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm in the shade medium. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few dots like this, and I'm going to make a seal with the concealer like that. I'm really gonna cover the area that I have to cover. So this is the area I really want to brighten up. So I'm gonna do that. So now, as you can see, the under eye, my eye area, or the whole eye area has really brightened up. But I'm gonna let it sit for 5 seconds, just so that the concealer really sets to my skin. Don't have to wait for too much time, just for 5 to 10 seconds. Don't let your concealer dry, because then it's going to leave a very bad patch underneath your eye. But this is good. Now it's time for us to blend the concealer. So as you can see, you can clearly see the difference here. This side of my face is definitely dark and it looks ugly. It has lots of pigmentation going on, but this side of my face is very bright and it looks really good at this point. So now what we should be doing is setting our concealer right away. We don't want to wait and let that concealer crease and just accentuate your fine lines, get into wrinkles or whatever. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a beauty blender and I'm gonna take a translucent brightening setting powder. So I'm using this one here from Laura Mercier. This is the brightening under eye powder, and I am not gonna bake my under eye. I'm just gonna take a tiniest bit of powder, like a tiniest bit of powder, and just patting that all over my under eye area. Alright, so that is good. I'm gonna let that sit for a few seconds. Let that sit for a few seconds. So once that is done, just give it a few seconds, maybe 5 or 6 seconds, and then just take a brush and rub the excess off. Take all the excess powder off, because you do not need too much powder underneath the eye. Voila, that's how it looks like. So here you can clearly see I have lots of darkness going on, and this side of my face is really bright. Can't even see any dark under eyes or anything, and everything looks flawless. It's not cakey. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So this is how my under eye looks like. Hey guys, so I'm going to do rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Now that my makeup is fully done, you guys can definitely see the difference, how I looked before and how I look right now. I don't really have any under eye circles right now. Everything is covered. It doesn't look ashy, it doesn't look cakey. It just looks like a very plain canvas. Looks awesome. So what do you guys think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, because I would love to hear from you guys. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you liked it. If you like, please give it a thumbs up. So that's how the under eye area looks, you guys. It looks very light. You cannot really see any darkness that is peeking through. No purple, no green, no weird undertones that you can really see that is peeking through. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos every week. So until we see you again next time in another video, bye.